Although Yoriichi Tsugikuni is only a supporting character in Demon Slayer, he has a great influence on the plot. Muzan and several of his blood-related henchmen always show obvious fear after encountering anything that closely resembles Yoriichi. Tanjiro inherited a lot of power from Yoriichi to fight the Demon King. Such a powerful legendary swordsman does not appear much in the records of the Demon Slayer Corps. What is the reason behind it? Let's go find out together. Yoriichi is a swordsman of the Demon Slayer Corps and the creator of Sun Breath, the origin of other breath styles. He almost killed Muzan and haunted and scared him for hundreds of years. In terms of background, Yoriichi is the younger brother of twins Michikatsu Tsugikuni and Tsugikuni Yoriichi. When he was just born, Yoriichi looked very weak. When he got a little older, Yoriichi spoke less and even made many people think he was deaf. No one realized the true potential of Yoriichi's power. Not even his brother. Yoriichi Tsugikuni was born with the Demon Slayer seal on his forehead, proof of his immense strength and superior fighting skills. But after Yoriichi's father discovered this strange birthmark, he mistook it for a bad omen and threatened to kill his son, but was stopped by Akeno, Yoriichi's mother. After Yoriichi's mother passed away, he ran away from home. Sometime later, he met a girl named Uda, the same age as him. Everyone in Uda's family is dead, so Yoriichi decides to live with her. 10 years later, when they grew up, they got married and Uda became pregnant. One fateful day, Yoriichi decided to find a midwife to check his wife's health, but he met an old man who needed his help. After helping the old man, he decided to go home to see his wife first and then find the midwife later. Upon arriving, Yoriichi was horrified to find that his wife and unborn child had been murdered by a demon. The sight shocked him so much that he held his family's corpses for 10 days before burying them, following the advice of a member of the Demon Slayers. After this tragedy, Yoriichi picked up his sword again and became a demon hunter. Yoriichi is the strongest demon slayer in history, born with the Demon Slayer seal. Able to enter the enlightened world in selfless state, as well as possessing a peak physical condition and innate talent for swordsmanship. As a 7-year-old child who had never held a sword before, Yoriichi was able to easily defeat a highly trained swordsman. It can be said that in Demon Slayer Sword, Yoriichi is a unique prodigy. During the battle between Muzan and Yoriichi, Yoriichi was able to corner Muzan Kibutsuji and push him to the brink of death. Although Muzan was later lucky to escape as he was deeply traumatized by that encounter and viewed Yoriichi as a monster, even the sight of Yoriichi's Hanafuda earrings made him tremble in fear. Demons created with Muzan's blood, even if they have never met Yoriichi, are instinctively scared when they see these earrings. Not long before his death at the age of 85, Yoriichi fought his twin brother, Upper Huyan Nyat Kokushibo. Despite his age and blindness, he quickly gained the upper hand in the battle. Kokushibo himself admitted that if Yoriichi had launched a second sword attack before dying, Yoriichi would have killed him, and commented that Yoriichi's power was still as strong as before. Speaking of demon-slaying seals, Yoriichi was the first person to possess the demon-slaying seal. Unlike other demon-slaying seal users of his time, Yoriichi was able to defy the curse and live to be around 85 years old. It is currently unknown why Yoriichi is immune to the seal's curse. But it is probably because he was the first person to naturally possess it, unlike all the others who have to train to achieve it. Another noteworthy point is that Yoriichi was the first person to be able to turn his Nichiren sword bright red. When fighting, Yoriichi can dye his black sword bright red at will, thereby hindering the regeneration process of demons, and even Muzan's ability to instantly regenerate. Muzan himself realized that Yoriichi's scarlet sword was much more effective than the swords of the current generation pillars and Tanjiro. Because Yoriichi can completely neutralize Muzan's almost absolute regeneration ability in a short period of time, the demon hunter was only able to slow it down a little. Even though Muzan was in a much weaker state, Yoriichi Kimetsu is the creator of Sun Breath and passed it on to his disciples in the Demon Slayer Corps. However, none of his disciples could perform these moves, so they branched out into moves that suited themselves. Supreme Zon Nyat Kokushibo also created Moon Breath based on Sun Breath. After Yoriichi died, Sun's breath gradually disappeared. It wasn't until Tanjiro's time that he discovered that his family's heirloom fire god Lac Vu dance was actually Sun Breath. When combining all 12 dance forms in one go, it will create Form 13 and bring peak power to the swordsman. Tanjiro, the main character in Demon Slayer, is a natural possessor of the Demon Slayer seal, inherits the sun earrings and sun breath. Not only that, he also has the same appearance as Yoriichi. Therefore, many fans wonder what Yoriichi is to Tanjiro. Many even ask if Yoriichi is Tanjiro's father? In fact, Yoriichi has no blood relationship with Tanjiro. Yoriichi once saved Kamido's family from a demon attack. From then on, he became a close friend of the family. After failing to defeat Muzan and witnessing his brother become a demon, he visited the Kamido family one last time. Yoriichi demonstrates sun breath moves to Tanjiro's ancestors. Not only that, Yoriichi gave his Hanafuda earrings back to the Kamido family. To repay the family's debt to Yoriichi, Tanjiro's ancestors vowed to pass on the breath of the sun to their descendants. In the Warring States period, twins were a sign of bad luck. Therefore, the younger twin Yoriichi was treated much worse than his older brother Michikatsu. At that time, Michikatsu felt sympathy and pity for his younger brother. So he took care of and guided Yoriichi in sword practice. Michikatsu even gave his younger brother a flute. Later, when Yoriichi left home, he still carried the flute with him. In the final battle, Michikatsu, now Thuong Huyen Nyat, swung his sword at his younger brother and also broke his flute. After learning of Yoriichi's terrifying natural talent, Michikatsu felt scared, thinking that he would take his place as heir. Michikatsu always wanted to become the strongest swordsman, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not surpass his younger brother. Therefore, he accepted to become a devil according to Muzan's words to enjoy immortality and seek superior powers. It was thanks to his mother's protection that Yoriichi was able to survive as the younger of the twins. His mother prayed to the sun goddess, the supreme deity in Japanese Shinto, and made Hanafuda earrings for Yoriichi to wear as a protective talisman. Yoriichi often clings to the left side of his ailing mother. Everyone thought he was too weak and was looking for protection from his mother. But in reality, Yoriichi realized that his mother was seriously ill and gradually paralyzed on the left side of her body, so he acted as a fulcrum to help his mother walk more easily. Because Yoriichi was unable to kill Muzan and his brother Michikatsu betrayed the Demon Slayers and became a devil, he himself was kicked out of the Demon Slayers. After leaving here, his profile also gradually disappeared. Later generations were unaware of the existence of an extremely powerful swordsman, the terror of Muzan. Yoriichi knew that his mission was to destroy Muzan. So when he failed, he tormented himself because he felt extremely guilty. Yoriichi thinks that because he failed, more people will be killed by Muzan. Very few swordsmen use the black Nichiren because it is believed to bring bad luck to the user. But Yoriichi is an exception. His Nichiren is black like the color of his deceased wife's eyes and turns demon-killing red like the color of his eyes. In fact, black is the color that absorbs the most sunlight, the natural enemy of demons. Almost all of Yoriichi's objects have been passed down to future generations such as the demon-slaying seal, the sun breath, the Hanafuda earrings, and the black Nichiren sword. Except for the drawstring bag made from a piece of his wife's shirt, it disappeared after Yoriichi died. This is a keepsake that belongs only to Yoriichi, a testament to the 10 years of living happily with his wife and is also proof that no matter how strong, Yoriichi is still a mortal who desires happiness. Despite experiencing many events in his life such as being hated since birth, losing his mother when he was young, losing his wife and child to the devil, Yoriichi still maintains an honest soul and resolutely stands on the side of humanity. His unchanging heart is what makes the audience admire and love him. What do you think about this legendary character Yoriichi Tsugikuni? Please leave your opinion below in the comments section.